Well, hello ladies and gents, today I have a new series for you all. We're playing some Stellaris, but more importantly we're playing a Star Trek mod for it, called Star Trek New Horizons. Now I've heard very good things about this mod, so we're just going to try and get right into it and see what this mod is all about. Let's go new game. We might get some green flickering come up, because my graphics card just plays up with Stellaris sometimes. And we're going to play as United Earth. We're going to be the Federation, but you can be the Klingons, the Romulans, the Cardassians, the Dominion, the Borg, the Andorrans, the Tellarite, the Vulcans, the Breen, Ferengi, the Hudgenock Ascendancy, the Kassor Sex, the Ryan Free States. Just look at it, it's mad. Absolutely mad. There's a lot of factions to players. Yep, but let me just look at the difference between the Klingons. That's a weird ship. Let's see how sort of fleshed out some of the things are. I also have actually done an incredibly good job with this, but I'm just going to play as the Federation for now. So, United Earth. Earth is obviously our main planet. We have pulse cannons, warp travel, and that just says human ships. Average difficulty, Alpha Quadrant. United Earth is a planetary state created for the unification of Earth following first contact with the Vulcans in 2063. We're going to try and drag this down. With the headquarters based in Paris, the United Earth government maintains control over all of the Sol system. Though with recent advances at Starfleet and the Warp 5 complex, there has been a large push towards expansion of United Earth interests. In contrast to many other species, humans are difficult to assign specific attributes because they are very diverse. So we are democratic, which does make sense. We're charismatic, rule opinion plus 25. Natural sociologists, members of this species have a natural inclination towards social and biological studies. We've got a spirit of exploration. There is an urge in all of us to explore and to discover. The thrust of curiosity that leads us to try and go where no one has gone before. Now at long last, new technologies allow us to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations. Oh, I love that. Drive for self-improvement. World War III and the ecological collapse of the 21st century have taught humanity a bitter lesson. The wanton pursuit for power is a dangerous thing. Now that all citizens enjoy easy access to all basic amenities, material wealth has little interest to the general population. We can finally focus on greater things. And that's monthly unity plus 10 and consumer goods minus 10, which is very good. We're pacifists. So conflict as a means to an end is a ridiculous concept. It is by nature destructive, destroying what has been attained or given room to grow, which was to be destroyed. We're xenophile, so we like other species. There exists in all of us a deep-seated fascination for the unknown, an adventurous spirit that rejects the familiar and glories in the unfamiliar. Whatever or whomever it may be. And is that an egalitarian? Cannot use autocratic government forms, allows utopian living standards, cannot have impoverished living standards for full citizenship species. Any society that does not embrace equality between its members, where as an individual can rise to any position with enough hard work, is not deeply unfair but ultimately counterproductive, which is good. I'm just going to select this. Right, we're going to play in that's the base, like sort of Empire, Milky Way Galaxy. Long Galaxy Static. Law Rich Static Galaxy. Yeah, we want to play this as a story, but also we like sort of do our thing. The official New Horizon map, the entire Milky Way Galaxy inside one epic map. And I'm not going to touch this. This can all stay as it wants. Plus times one habits of worlds, primitive civilizations. So we're all going to play it on normal. We're going to get right into this. I have not actually tested this out, so this is all a learning curve for me, and I'm fairly new to Stellaris in general, so it'll be interesting. While this is loading, I'm going to try and get more comfortable in my chair. United Earth. The spectre of war has followed humanity for centuries, culminating in the Third World War in 2053. Emerging from this post-atomic horror, the people of Earth struggled to survive until the scientists Setfer and Cochrane successfully drew the attention of the Vulcan science vessel Tamplana Hef a decade later. Following almost a century of Vulcan patronage, the people of Earth are ready to take their first steps into the great unknown. To seek out new life and new civilizations. To boldly go where no one has gone before. The potential to make yourself a better man. That is what it is to be human, to make yourself more than you are. Jean-Luc Picard. Let's begin. Righty ho. So we start off in the Sol system. And at the moment we have 2 planets. Class M, which is Earth. Let's look at the surface. We haven't got a governor at the moment. Surface with a few power plants and some other nice good stuff there, but all the places are occupied at the moment, so we will need to wait for more pops. I'm not going to clear any of this out for the time being. And let's look at what technology we have as well. Engineering research. Mass scale dilithium refining. Nuclear explosives, or improved starbase construction. And this gives us starbase level 2. Which, yeah, allows us to upgrade to support 2 modules and have construction of destroyers. This lets me go down ship design. This lets me lob some minefield down, or gives me nuclear explosives. And you give me 0G ore processors and synthetic dilithium forge. I'm going to go for the starbase just for the moment. What's this? So society research. Sector technology to research. We can get unlock building Interstellar Academy, the Mars Initiative, Veteran Veterian Array. The highly advanced and specialised Veterian Array can be used to divert comets on a slow orbit and force them to crash on Mars' polar ice cap. Okay. But the Veteran may only be built on Mars Initiative test site. On Mars, it will automatically initiate a special terraforming process on Mars and removed once completed. Okie doke. It allows us to terraform Mars. Local site. Yeah, you know what? We're going to go for that. We're going to build up Mars. And physics research. This is going to be funky. I'm playing with a UI mod as well for the Federation. We can get better warp by the looks of it, which increases my speed on nearly everything. The Viper Yes Antimatter Intermix Warp Reactor, or the Yodadan Warp Drive. Optical computers though. Which lets me put stuff into my ships by the looks of it. Improves their performance, which is good. On mass scale fabrication, industrial fabricator. I think we're going to go for the fabricator. I'm just going to read the description because I like reading descriptions. This multi-purpose factory can be rapidly configured to build a wide variety of industrial equipment at enormous size and with remarkable speed. Entire small buildings can be fabricated on demand. Yep, I'm going to go for those 3 for that. And let's look. No, well, we'll do unpause it for the time being. Now, I'll keep it paused for a minute. Let's select our science ship, the USS Franklin, and let's go to you, actually. Oh, what a beautiful ship. Franklin class science ship. That is beautiful. I'm really, really happy with the way that looks as well. We'll have to look and see. How do you get it in? I'll have to muck around with this. I'm not sure how you get it in cinematic mode. It's probably just me being an idiot though. Most likely. I'm not sure how I get the cinematic mode on at the moment. I'm sure it's a button, but yes. USS Franklin. I'm assuming we can open this galaxy map up. Oh, you have surveyed this system, okay. We can go to Alpha Centauri and you can survey that for me, please. And USS Venture. Let's close the galaxy map and let's just show off this model. Oh, what a cool ship. Construction ship USS Venture, Indus class. And we're going to use you, and I think we're going to try and get some more minerals. Let's build a mining station. What do we want first? Do we want energy credits and minerals? For the time being, I think we're just going to get some minerals. That's 6 there, so you go build that for me. I'm going to keep my first fleet on Earth for the time being. By 3 light patrol frigates. Neptune class, I want to say they are. Yes, they are Neptune class. USS Dawkins. I will just tell me here when I selected it. We got the USS Fanak, Dawkins, and Kestrel. Anyone that watches this and they want to be named as shit, please let me know. And we're finally going to do the big thing of unpausing the game. But so far, if I go into ship designer.
Initiating communications.
Oh.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Q. Just Q from the Q Continuum. Trust me, I'm all that.
Not Q.
Omniscient, handsome. Anyhow, I've deigned your pathetic civilization to be at least somewhat worthy of my advice and guidance. The challenges ahead for you here are different enough from what you've encountered before that you'd be a fool to turn down my offer. As a token of my generosity, I'd like to offer you have a nice shiny mineral.
Go away, Q. Get out of here.
Did you really have to start off like that? I go out of my way to help you savages and you just throw it back in my face. Well, if that's how you're going to be, I'm taking my mineral back.
Actually, we maybe we were a bit too harsh, but I just wanted to push. I just couldn't resist clicking an option. Maybe we were too hasty. Go for your shiny mineral back, we will. And hopefully, it's close this galaxy map at the moment. You are approaching the edge of the system. Yes, you are. It's all really, really good. Alpha Centauri is now being looked up. So you're going to survey here, aren't you? Let's close the galaxy map for a minute. Where is the USS Franklin?
Construction complete.
Yep, the first mining station is finished. The Franklin is going to see what he can find for me. Gaston Remy is my scientist. Hopefully we find... Oh, there's a lot of planets. There was a lot of stuff here. This is very, very nice. Got a few worlds that we can possibly colonise down the line. Like our construction ship has finished building LAT, which is the mining station on Ceres, which gave me more minerals. Let's put a mining station on Juno for the time being. Let's improve our mineral output. That's dilithium. Dilithium is an element, a member of the hypersonic series. Mostly occurring as crystalline mineral, it's used to control the power of the warp-drive systems of many starships by regulating the matter-antimatter reaction in a ship's warp core. Because of its ability to be rendered porous to a light element, antimatter when exposed to high temperatures and electromagnetic pressure. Raw dilithium can be refined into processed dilithium by a refinery facility. Okie doke. Where's actually on Mars? Let's have a look at the surface. So we have hydroponics here. We are going to build that array here as well. We can build a starbase here. Oh. Pause. Dilithium for the masses. Oh yes, dilithium, truly wonderful crystals. You can accumulate them in two different ways. Either build a refinery on planetary tiles that have a dilithium deposit on them, or build a mining station around a dilithium deposit on some forsaken asteroid. Both methods will produce raw dilithium, which then needs to be processed through a refinery. That will get you some processed dilithium, which is the important thing really. Better refineries will be able to produce more processed dilithium per raw dilithium deposit. And you can even build a small refinery in your starbase for a small kick of processed dilithium. Gather more processed dilithium to get a passive bonus to your Empire naval capacity. Note that this modifier updates once a year, so give it time. That's fair enough. Cheers for that, Q. Migration treaty proposal. The offer to form a migration treaty in Vulcan High Command was also declined. Okay, okay, I didn't even know I did. What contact stuff we got? As the Vulcans. Well, they're pathetic actually, apparently they're fleet power. But they're not a military race, so it's not a huge surprise. Oh, I thought you would want to form a offer migration treaty. Yeah, I thought you'd be really happy with that. Let's invite you in. Yeah, our population should be able to freely move between both empires, the Vulcans and humans. Yeah. I'm going to do that and see if they accept. Our science ship is Open immigration between us will make a better future of humans Vulcan alike. Oh, they accepted. Or did they? So are we migrating with each other now? What do you do? Okay, that's good. So us and the Vulcans are
Initiating communications.
nice friends, and the Vulcans are here. Oh my god, this map is huge. Alpha Centauri. It's going to take him a while to survey that. Could send our military fleet to Barnard Star just to have a look. We should assign you an leader, really. Admiral Kamar Kadiri, Admiral Penlu, Mercedes Ibanez. I like that name. And you get
Construction complete.
Balls. Habitable World Survey. We know without a doubt that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Earth. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalogue life forms we encounter are already underway, but I see no biologists to urge us to focus our planetary survey efforts on habitable life-bearing worlds. Yeah, that's
Log updated.
That's fair enough. We could get Roberto Salazar. I'm going to go for Mercedes Ibanez.
Affirmative.
Our situation log has been updated. Yeah, we need to survey some habitable worlds we do. And what's the research coming along?
Anomaly detected.
An anomaly has been detected. Let's pause this 1 minute. In orbit of the lifeless planet Alpha Centauri A, we've just detected a drifting ship sending out distress signal. Failure risk 40%. Leave it be for now. And our construction ship in the Sol system can just keep making sure you're getting those minerals. Actually, we should build something here to possibly get the dilithium. Or can you not build a mining station? Why can't we build a mining station now? That's strange. We can build one on Vesta. We shall do that for the time being. Our fleet arrived at Barnard Star. Very, very cool models we got here. And it doesn't seem there's to be any forms of intelligent life here. It's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Not as we know it.
Anomaly detected.
We detected an alien vessel with which our preliminary scans cannot identify. You can research that. And our own fleet here will move to Wharf 424. Try and use our own military fleet just to expand our borders a little bit. Defensive pact invitation from the Vulcans. We would not want to drag your empire into a conflict, but it's clear that we would benefit from joining together against possible threats. Agree. We know there's an anomaly in the system. It's going to take my while for my science shift to fully survey this system, so just have to give it time, I think. And our military fleet's moving to Wharf 424, Admiral gains trait. Following their recent sensor sweep of Wharf 244 system, Admiral Mercedes Ibanez has learned how to deploy her units to maximise their sensor range. Few fleet commanders possess the skill to carry out such complex manoeuvres. Good. You now have to scout trait. So we do have to survey them properly, we do. So really we'll just keep our fleet in the Sol system, I think, for now. Look at the size of the galaxy though. Would it make sense to get more ships? Is there any way we can upgrade you at the moment though? Oh, pause this. Danger. The alien vessel above Alpha Centauri 3 activates as the short range scan initiates. The drone emits a nucleonic beam directly at Captain Gaston Remy, which causes him to immediately fall to the floor. Number 1 initiates red alert and a medical team rushes to the bridge. At first glance, Gaston Remy appears to be knocked out, but the chief medical officer quickly realises the captain is
Construction complete.
Oh, pauses. Sleeping in a deep REM cycle. Gaston Remy is generating neurotransmitters of at unprecedented levels and appears to be having a vivid dream. Put a shield to cut off the beam. Yeah, put a shield to try and cut off the beam. Medical response. The chief medical officer thinks that cutting off the beam is not a good idea after we have no idea which suddenly moving the beam might do to the captain. You're right, we'll try and get out range of the drone. I actually do agree with the medical team. The drone follows. The helmsman manoeuvres the ship away from the drone, but even at full impulse it manages to keep up with your ship and to continue firing its nucleonic beam at Gaston Remy. We cannot wait any longer, we have to raise the shields. Shields up. The shields have cut off the beam and for a moment the captain seems fine. Oh wow. Suddenly Gaston Remy bursts into a violent fit of screams and spasms. The medical officer begs you to turn the shields off before they lose the captain. Oh, so we turn off the shields or destroy the... We'll turn off the shields. Waiting. 50 minutes pass as the captain seems to sleep soundly. The crew is uneasy about allowing an alien vessel to so easily paradise Gaston Remy. We must wait, we do not know anything about this beam. Waking dreams. After another long 10 minutes, the drone finally turns off its nucleonic beam. Gaston Remy slowly comes to. Surrounded by medical staff, the captain looks around as if seeing the bridge for the first time, reciting the names of crew members as if they were distant memories. The crew filling Gaston Remy and what happened, and the captain is stunned that he was not only asleep for 25 minutes, he also experienced an entire lifetime of memories, living in a simulation of life on a long-dead planet. The alien drone created this simulation as a way to keep the memory of their civilization alive. Gaston Remy orders the drone to be locked on with a tractor beam and brought into cargo bay for further study. An examination of the alien drone yields an age-old flute which seems to have special meaning to Gaston Remy. The captain has gained wisdom beyond his years through his time spent in the simulation. We're glad to have you back, Captain Gaston Remy. Gaston Remy's just got 1,500 experience, as now as the meticulous trait. Wow, he's already level 4, it's great. Let's close this galaxy map at the moment and let's go into the construction ship. Getting our minerals up at the moment, which is good. Let's just ensure we have a mining station on Saturn. The first fleet is just dozing off at the moment. From a spaceport though, what can we look at getting? Surface, we are starting to get more pops. We could clear this, I suppose. Get one up, get an extra tile with 2 minerals and 1 food. Starbase. Do we get another science ship? We are explorers. I think we will get another science ship, another Franklin class. Let's see what they... Is this system being surveyed yet?
Initiating communications.
They want to trade with a research agreement. The Vulcan High Command and United Earth. That is fine. 15-year deal? Yep, I'll take that. We have another science ship being constructed. At the moment, what's the status on that science ship? Oh, it's coming along nicely. Could try and build a... Oh, we need station.
Initiating communications.
Oh, they want to give me star charts and energy credits, and I'll just give them star charts. Okay. The Vulcan High Command has a lot more territory than we do, but they are our friends. We will not be fighting Vulcans.
Complete.
The spaceport of Earth has finished its construction queue. We now have a new ship, the USS Challenger. My influence gain is a bit slow at the moment, but I do need another scientist.
Tile cleared.
Pause this while I decide what sort of scientist would be good. A young one would be good, so we can get the max out of this. Scientist Su Chen, I actually quite like what you can do. You cost a lot less though. Eager leader recruitment class. Actually no, I won't get Scientist Su Chen. Research speed plus 10. This leader is, following years of study, considered an expert within the field of computing. Recruit. You now command a USS Challenger. And you can go and study Barnard Star. You can survey that system. And Franklin under Remy.
Technology discovered.
Pauses. That research complete. Starbase level 2. Yes, further expansion of the orbital facilities. That's great news. And what else can we get? We could get defence satellites. Small defence satellites in orbit around strategic locations, but will not stop a determined attacker, but should deter pirates and lesser threats. Advanced space ballistics, a spatial torpedo. The first steps into spatial explosive warheads. This torpedo uses a light antimatter reaction to create a hull bustling torpedo. Shielding, however, might not care much for the explosion. We can get transorbital fighter craft, which lets me get hangar base and transorbital fighters. Designed to operate with a base operations close by, these transorbital fighters are often used to harass enemy ships. I quite like the idea of getting some fighters and strike craft. The Mars initiative is finished. We can now build the Veteran array. We will need more research. I think it's going to be quite obvious what I want here, and that's going to be the colony ship. New World Horizons. Calculating resources required and gear required to establish a planetary colony allows us to herd brave pioneers into grand colony ships, confident and able to survive the long voyage across the stars to find a new home. Industrial fabricators are finished. We can get gravitic sensors, inertial electrostagnatic confinement, or gravity manipulators. Unlocks main tactical station, a console component that can be installed on our spaceship bridge. This one is tactical in nature and will allow our crew to safely divert energy to increase the maximum rate of fire. I like the sound of that. Field manipulation, shield path of energy, path of discovery. But you improve our sensors, don't you? Yes, you do. You give me more sensor range. And what is this for overall? These sensors have been tuned to look for any gravitational changes in space, such as those produced by the presence of a starship. Let's get these new sensors, I think. We shall unpause. And we shall look at Mars, and I think it's quite a good idea to build that Veteran array, if we can. Is it just as a... Alright, so quite a lot we need. That is actually maintenance 25. That would put me in the black that would if I was to get that. Lacking a lot of minerals, lacking a lot of influence, but this does let me to...
Construction complete.
Gives me a lot of possibilities. So we will try and get that in overall in the end, we will. You are finished building me that mining station for the energy credits. Get another mining station here. Or actually, we'll just do this one at a time, I think. What is our... We need a high naval capacity, really. Got more people coming up. Can get rid of these sprawling slums as well. Look at our star base. We can get level 2 upgrade, which I think would be a great idea. I want to go for the level first star base upgrade. 200 minerals. Star base upgrade 2. Our science ships are surveying the worlds. 2 potentially habitable worlds in the Alpha Centauri system. There's the research coming along. It will take quite a few months until any new research is online, but that's okay. I'm going to look at what the overall cost of a frigate for me to build is. It's 219. They do have warp. Well, you're lacking credits though. Well, minerals, I should say. Maintenance is not too bad. Damage is about 10. They're not that bad ships. I'm going on basis if they're expensive, they must be okay. Oh, there we go. By chance, we stumbled upon a faint alien signal during a survey of this planet on Barnard Star 2A. The source appears to be a small object in orbit. The signal contains no message and it could be a distress response transponder. For research, it's 20%. Hopefully that does not go wrong. I think first, let's look at some of these welds as well. Wait a minute, pause this. Scientist Gaston Remy on board the science vessel USS Franklin has made a fascinating discovery on Alpha Centauri 7? Is that 7? I can't think of what that is at the moment. I do apologise. Pause this, please. Large patches of relatively short Sylvian flora has been discovered on this world. These proto-forests seem to be the earliest signs of forest life out there. God, that's a tongue twister. We'll add a detailed analysis to our data banks about this world for further study. Yep, more Scientology research, that is great. There are several planets we could colonise. Let's actually look at the expansion planner. So you have 19 and you have 16. So you definitely look like more of a colonise Alpha Centauri 7. Proto-forest and odd cloud shapes. You do seem like the right planet to go for. So that, when I mark that down for colonisation, we will. Let's keep this plain. I'll just see what else we can manage as well, as we seek bold new air frontiers for our empire to expand on. We've just finished yet another construction. And then we're going to get even more.
Initiating communications.
Pause this. We're going to get even more mining credits, I think, or minerals on the planet, or the moon of Eris. Coalition invitation. The galaxy is dark and full of terrors. Join us in a coalition for mutual protection. The night is dark and full of terrorists, Mr. Vulcan, and I'm going to set that.
We will stand as one in the face of our enemies.
After successfully translating their language, we have established communications with the Andorran Empire. Diplomatic channels are now open, all facilities are terminated. Got more influence. First contact with the Andorran Empire. I bring greetings from Chancellor Franaslav Roos, the undisputed ruler of the Andorran Empire. Respect our borders and keep out of our affairs, and perhaps our mighty fleets will refrain from visiting your realms. Okay. We could learn much from each other of our Andorran. And they actually appeared in the Sol system. We can investigate them though. Oh, I'm not sure about this. Oh, well, because we're in a part of the member of the Sanguine Concord. Could we? We found a mummified pilot. The mummified remains of a single individual belonging to a previously unknown mammalian species have been found drifting in high orbit above Barnard Star 2. The being is dressed in what appears to be a flight suit, complete with a helmet. Oh, stop. And it may be a fighter pilot ejected in some ancient battle, only to be forgotten and left behind. It's very, very sad fate that was. Tragic fate. Could we communicate with you and... So you can leave... Oh, I sort of want to... I want to try and form a federation, so I find that a bit... They are Federation founders though. Alright, we just received a communication though. The human people should not be prisoners in the United Earth, and neither should our own people. Yep, but we'll migrate with you. Open up our borders. So that is the Andorran Empire. I'm a bit annoyed that this blue is. Why is our thing only 9? We can effectively support a number of... What are we looking at this a minute? Reduced by due to coalition contribution. Ah, okay. Weeks after the USS Challenger's latest fruitful exploratory survey, human xenologists are practically falling over themselves to publish their takings on the findings of Barnard Star 2. This feather storm in the scientific community has had some negative yet temporary impacts on pursuit in other fields. Okay. Okay, that's gone down, but you're building my space station, aren't you? Which would help. We've got a huge abundance of resources at the moment, but we will clear out some of these slums. We can't actually clear any of this, which is a problem.
Construction complete.
We are starting to get some more monies though, so that's always good. I thought I told you to build a mining station on Everest construction ship. Oh, he is. Well, they are. Okay. Okay, the Andorrans, that's the Vulcan High Fleet, 67. The Andorrans on this part. Let's pause this a minute. Coalition Association offer. Vulcan High Command wishes to give Andorran Empire Association status with the Coalition. So, yes, yeah, we want the Andorrans. Andorran Empire was given association status by the Sanguine Concord. It seems that they desire close relations. That's good. I'll pause this for a minute. Yeah, we want the Andorrans with us. Oh, both apparently inferior to us, which is strange. Can we do anything else with you? Can we trade with you? Let's offer trade for the Andorrans. Well, a research agreement, I should say. I just clicked off that. I did mean to have a look at that. I think they accepted though. We can check it anyway. Has trade deals with United Earth. Okay, so we are trading. They did accept it. Good.
Tile cleared.
Just clearing some tiles. Can't put any starbase modules here yet, but we do have an upgraded starbase, which is always good.
Construction complete.
Use this venture to finish construction. We're still going to put you to good
Technology
use.
discovered.
Research is finished, but we can now get colony ships. To establish a planetary colony, yep, we know that. What do I want though? Well, now we can get a main science station, an interstellar academy, or improve our lifespan by 10 years. And this moves into Armada, which increases our naval capacity, statecraft, auxiliary power bank, engineering station, operations centre, crew bunks, main science station. Our continued advances with the construction of interstellar ships have developed a need for more specialised bridge designs for our spaceships. More importantly, if we are going to explore the stars, we must better prepare ourselves for the dangers or perhaps enlightenment that comes with exploring the unknown. I think we are going to get that. That is a quite good upgrade. I'll just play this a minute. So,
Survey complete.
Barnard Star's been completely explored. That is good. Let me just check this a minute. So you get the titanium hull, which we can't improve. Unless our basic sensors. Go our secondary hull. Armour plating. Pulse cannons. I don't think we can really improve this at the moment anyway. So we're not going to bother. But Barnard Star has been explored. And survey the Ross system. Our construction ship, we shall see if anything else needs doing. There are some more minerals to be gathered here.
Survey complete.
We will send a Franklin out to gather more, but first... oh, cough. Let's ensure we are getting even more minerals. Franklin has finished a survey of Alpha Centauri. It's the survey Wharf 424 and Ross 15 Wars being surveyed as well. We need a stationary pulse bank to build on a star basis. It's all good though, all good news. Can't really moan at the moment. Well, nothing bad has befallen me as of yet. Let's just put this on diplomatic mode. I think that means they like us. Opinion mode, all green. They love us. AI attitude mode. That's both green. I'm assuming that means they're friendly. And they're all friendly with us as well. That's all good. Is that the full size of the Andorran Empire? They're not that large. We're literally just little dots in the grand scheme of things. I've got the first fleet. I'm not going to bother getting any more ships yet. Might need your Neptune ships to get rid of some pirates that might come befall us down the line. This costs us a bit more than I like at the moment. See what else we can build on the surface though. Got any pops available? No, we do not. But we have got a pop here and here, so we could put a science lab here to get more society research. It's all good though. The research is coming along nicely, we'll have this soon. Balls. Scientist Jutane on board the USS Challenger has made a discovery. A very unique feature was discovered on this world during one of the first scientific expeditions to the surface. Our scientists were awestruck by the significance it represents. Of all the theories, all the discoveries, all the worlds explored in the past, no one's ever seen something quite like this before. A true wonder of the galaxy. Unbelievable. We get a lot of research for that, 150 across all the board. And that's the USS Challenger. So this world has obviously got something very juicy. Oh wow, it's a wondrous planet. And Amoeba C is there as well. So that planet might be good for colonisation. And so would Alpha Centauri. Well, one of the Alpha Centauri planets. Opinion plus 202. What fleets do we have? We just have the first fleet, I meant. Where's that air fleet? Let me just check this here. Your adventure. The Vulcans even have a fleet? Well, they do. I would like to look at their fleet though. Let's just see what the Vulcan fleet looks like. Oh, it's cool.
Construction complete.
Vulcan patrol frigate. Our construction is finished.
Anomaly detected.
We have another anomaly detected as well. Let's sort this out. Arriving at Wharf 424B, we detected unusual intimate subspace readings. Research that, please. Is that a starbase? Yeah, he's got a starbase there. Okay, it's not something to be trifled with. I'm friends with these anyway. I have no intention of fighting them. I don't think they have a fleet at the moment, the Andorrans. Construction ship. There's still some
discovered.
Minerals. We have 2 upgrades available though. So firecraft is finished. What do we want? Civilian unlock sections long range science ship. Improved section for the science ship, allowing it more scientific equipment. Heavy duty construction ship. Civilian fleet. Polarized hull plating, or we get breakthrough in advanced materials, which allows me to choose between 2 specialisation paths and obtain the next stage hull material. I'm going to go for the science ships for the time being. Research into improvements for our civilian vessels, just as important as our military. Improvements to the construction and science ships can increase our expansion role. Our new physics research. We can get the better warp cores and the transportation hub. So you get migration speed plus 50. This interstellar port is a centralised arrival and departure point for immigrants to and from other worlds, greatly speeding up the process of passing through customs, starting a new life. Where do you go on to? Acute inferior matter. You allow me to have warp reactor plasma is additionally distributed throughout the ship as a direct energy supply. That is pretty cool. We've already seen this. I'm going to get the transport hub. It's all going quite nicely at the moment. The Federation is slowly expanding. Peacefully, of course. Let's build our first research station in Alpha Centauri. Because we've got one engineering research. Might as well bolster it a little bit if we can. Let's see what Franklin is getting up to. Surveying some of these worlds. Still got a lot to survey though. Oh, that's
Survey
cool.
complete.
System surveyed. Ross, 154 has been completely surveyed. So what would you find? A few wondrous planets and some dilithiums, that's good. And you gained a level? Level 2 now, Zuchen. Okie doke.
Technology discovered.
We discovered a new technology, but first I'm going to set you to survey 2 worlds here. Survey, what is that? Landon. Can't actually see what the full name is, but it's a lot of numbers. Balls. Balls. The silent enemy. Oh, wait a minute. After a day in orbit of Wolf 424b with no progress in locating the source of the unusual subspace enemies, Captain Gaston Remy prepares to give the order to move on to the USS Franklin's next survey target. Moments later, the ship's sensors detect a surge in subspace activity, followed by the appearance of an alien ship off the port bow. Hailing the vessel proves fruitless, and after several minutes of silent confrontation, the ship walks away. Attempt to follow the ship. Wait for the ship to return. Leave orbit, we don't want a confrontation. Wait for the ship to return. This is dangerous though. Silent enemy. Pauses again. 2 days pass and the crew of USS Franklin grows convinced the aliens have no plans to return to Wolf 424b. On the third day, ship sensors detect another surge in subspace activity before the alien ship drops out of warp next to the USS Franklin. The vessel raises its shields and powers up what appears to be its weapon systems. We'll try and hail them. We're going to go through the peaceful thing. Hail them. I'm going to try and play this the way the Federation I think would play this. Pause again. USS Franklin communications officer repeats on all frequencies hail to the alien vessel. The bridge crew await response in tense silence with only the hum of the ship's engines in the background. An alert chimes. The alien ship has powered its engine and has once again entered warp. Accepting the aliens do not wish to be contacted, Gaston Remy orders a course plotted to the next system. The physics department looks forward to reviewing the subspace data gathered during this engagement. We've got 90 physics research. At least we didn't lose anything. Happy we didn't lose a ship. Our main science station has been researched. We can get orbital hydroponics farm. Monthly influence +1 for Ministry of the Interior or Colonial Bureau of Penology. So we can get a penal colony if we really want. I don't really want to go down this way yet. I don't think the Federation will be too fond of that. So I'm going to get an orbital hydroponics farm. Our fleet naval capacity is taking a hit from it at the moment, so I don't really want to build any new ships if I don't need to. Science, you are both still. So you don't have many military power. At least my main fleet does. So one of you have 50, which is quite impressive. Oh, there's more planetary habitable worlds here. Let's look at the expansion planner. So already a few worlds are popping up on our board. Can't actually afford a tradition yet, but I will have to go down it at one point. Not sure what I will go down. Probably Discovery. And my construction ship is building the first research station for us. Let's have a nice juicy look at this. It's a very cool ship indeed. Indus class. Actually, while I'm at it, a tradition is available. Okie dokie, we shall get a tradition. I think I'm going to go down Discovery. Our curiosity about the universe is what got us this far, and there is so much left to discover. I think it sort of suits the Federation vibe as well. Adopting the first stage of the Discovery Tradition Tree will unlock the auto-explore option on your starship and grant you the automated exploration protocols technology. Finisher effect, adopting all the Discovery Tree Traditions increases our research seeds by 5. Yes, we're going to get Discovery. So it's done, which is really good. I do want to look at my ship. What technologies are we getting? We're still getting civilian ships. But I just want to see if there's anything else we can do. Let's play this, put it on very slow speed. So we can get an armour plating or an engineering station. Let's see about our science ships. Oh, want to give you crew bunks. Cost 30 or better sensor range. I think better sensor range would be quite appropriate for you. And you can have that all on fine. That's good. Basic labs. That's all dandy. Normal computer core. What does that give me? +2 tracking. Chance to hit +1. I'm going to keep that as it is. I'm just going to save. I'm going to overwrite the design for now.
Good ship design is like a work of art. Subtle, nuanced, and with eyes that follow you across the room. It's important to know what you're doing, and that's why I'm here. One of the most important things to consider is how you assign utilities. There are 3 types: tactical in red, engineering in gold, and support in blue. Each utility offers different benefits and optimizations for you to exploit. Tactical slots typically grant a variety of bonuses to weapons damage, range, and performance. Engineering utilities offer additional defensive capabilities. Support slots generally offer bonuses to speed, evasion, or accuracy. You can place additional backup reactors in all 3 utility slots for additional power. Beyond these are the auxiliary slots, which provide a variety of out-of-combat bonuses.
Oh, thank you, Q. I'm not actually going to tell you to go away that time. Go away, Q! Like Picard does in all the series. I love Picard. Engineering station. I think I'm going to keep you as you are and look at my actual patrol frigate. Light nuclear torpedoes, pulsars, armour plating. What's this give me? +5 tracking, +1 chance to hit operation centre. Oh, I think we're just going to keep this as it is for now. I don't think we need to muck around with that too much. Let's increase the speed. It's all going really nicely though. And I'm going to have a drop on my drink while I'm at it as well. Right, so Franklin has finished War 424 and found 6 energy credits. But can I put you on Auto Explorer now? Is that actually a button? Or is that when I finish? Upgrade fleet. Pair fleet. Yes, I can, okay. I'll upgrade you first. And after that, I'm going to set it to Auto Explore. So I've got some edgy credits. There weren't that much in the War 244 system. We are starting to build up our minerals though. Starbase. Can build hangar base. Maintenance +1. I think that gives me some strike craft. We are actually going to get that. Did I protect that? Yeah, let's get some hangar bays on the go to give the Sol system a bit more protection. On the surface you have just finished, so let's build a basic biolab. I want to say, yep, basic biolab. Produces 3 society research.
Technology discovered.
Oh, a lot of technology has just been discovered. Okay, let's look at Mars quickly as well. I get more energy credits here. 1 more minerals. Industrial fabricator produces 2 minerals. Wait, I can just get a mine. This multi-purpose building can be rapidly configured to build a variety of industrial equipment at enormous size and remarkable speed. But you produced me 2 minerals anyway. Yeah, I think we're going to get that. Industrial fabricator on Mars, thank you. Civilian fleet is now finished. We can go for main engineering station, which would, on several of these things, give me a lot of combat speed, sub and bonuses. We can go for spatial torpedoes, or we can go for nuclear explosives. I think I'm going to go for the engineering station for the time being. A console component that can be installed on our spaceship bridge. This one is engineering in nature and will allow our crew to greatly reinforce the structure of the ship's hull. Select Research Society. Divergent path. Diplomacy or slavery. Bunker network, ground to space weaponry. The Global Defence Initiative. This is strange. Specialisation tech. Ground combat. I'm actually going to go for a Global Defence Initiative. It's a little bit off the Federation, sort of. I would say our military-like behaviour, because the Federation is primarily a peace organisation, but a bunker network would help, and ground space weaponry might be quite useful. Actually, I'm not too sure. Leader lifespan plus 10 years. I think I'm actually just going to go for leader lifespan plus 10 years for now, because our main leaders staying alive longer would be very, very nice. Orbital computers, gravity manipulators, or phase cannons, and you give me heavy phase cannons, light phase cannons. An early phaser prototype uses a prototype nadion emitter that outputs a nadion beam polluted with neutral particles. Despite its engineering limitations, it's far more effective than preceding weaponry. A small portion of the beam can penetrate active shield. We're going to go for that. I do want to improve the military output on some of my ships, just in case. You are going to be upgraded.
Detected.
Pause. Our surveys encode something that we can only be described by the science team as mystical. We would need to investigate the phenomenon in more detail to understand the mystery. But we're going to leave that be for now. That is quite high. So I've got a situation log. Habitable world survey is the main thing going on at the moment. Gaston Remy is getting his ship upgraded.
Construction complete.
I'm going to finish the research station we did, so earning a little bit more engineering now. Dilithium is there. Let's build a mining station on War 424. Was that actually not in our borders? Oh, it's just outside. Ah, damn. That's confusing. Let's start building with some mining stations. It's going to cost me quite a bit. But that's actually going to give me a lot more energy credits. I'm earning 44 at the moment anyway, which is a nice amount. So you're all upgraded. Now let's put you on waiting for Starbase to upgrade ships, okay. And you're exploring this system. The Landau system. Or Landy system, I should say. Still going well so far. I'm happy with the progress we are making. Federation is very, very small, but we shall grow. He still has this there one Vulcan High Command, First Fleet there. Do the Andorrans have anything? Oh, we can invite them into our coalition as well. Alright, let's invite them. Did they accept low? Yeah, they joined, yay! The Andorrans are now in the Sanguine Concord. And you have a construction ship and a science ship. Let's have a look at your ships. It's quite a nice little model, that science ship. Atelier class. Oh, I'm going on walkabout at the moment. And the construction ship is the Kovo class. I really like those ship models though. And they're quite near us anyway. Okay, so we're slowly expanding, we are. I quite like to push out towards this way, so I'm not in their way. So I'll let them expand how they want to. A And you are getting upgraded, okay. Dokie. Can we upgrade you? No, there's no point upgrading any of these frigates at the moment.
Technology discovered. Construction complete.
Mars has finished its construction queue. That is good news. And he just gained at what, a level? Technology research plus 10 lifespan. 0G man's landscaping. We can get an abortium. Or is it abortium? Yeah, it is abortum. Low replicators are a sufficient source of food. Abortium helps ensure the stability of the station's food supply. Does that go on a station? Okay, yeah, deep space stations. Frontier Clinic we could get plus 10 growth speed or plus 25 naval capacity. I'm going to go for the naval capacity. It'll take longer. But at the moment I need that plus 25. Just so I can get a few more. I want to build a few more, well, maybe an extra, a few more combat ships, I would say. Gradual adaptations to realities of deep space combat allow us to effectively coordinate larger movements. Let's get that. Righty ho. And you've gone up a level, and you have gone up a level as well. Right, the Federation is growing. I've enjoyed the first. I've really enjoyed this. I'm really getting into this. It's a great mod so far. I hope you've enjoyed this first part. This is going to be hopefully a very large series. I've been a Sarcastic Raptor. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.